Hey guys, welcome. What's up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please, yo, guys, I haven't done this in a while. It's weird. Why is she looking at me? What's up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to the TBT gang. Boo, 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 boo. And if you are new to this channel, please make sure you like, you subscribe, you comment down below. You know what to do. Become a member. Hit that notification bell to get notified when I drop a new video. So guys, as you can see from the headline below, that today I'll be giving you guys some tips and tricks on how you guys can stay on top of your academics in 2024. So I matriculated last year as the class of 2023 and I was in the top 10 in my school. So I'm here to help you guys also be in the top 10 in your school or even be the top student. So I'll be giving you guys some tips and tricks that top students don't really tell you about. Because when you ask a top student, how do you get such marks? It's just nje, I study. Side eye. But anyway, let's get right into the video. So I'll be using my notepad nyana for the things that I wrote because my phone is recording. So the first thing, guys, that top students don't tell you is that baloya, they practice witchcraft. The first thing is stay ahead with the curriculum. So as a top student, guys, you cannot be depending on the teacher. You cannot be moving at the same pace as the teacher because sometimes teachers do not finish the syllabus in time and now you are left hanging, stranded in the desert with no water. And now you must write an exam, but the teacher didn't finish the syllabus and you cannot be using the teacher as an excuse. So what top students do is that they make sure that they are at least 2 to 3 weeks ahead with the curriculum than the teacher. This also helps you because, for example, you study the topic at home, you get to school, the teacher introduces it, where now for you it's now revision because you are not learning the content from scratch. You've got an idea of the content and now she's introducing the topic. When she introduces the topic, some of your questions may be answered, the ones you had when you were still studying on your own. So I believe that this helps you like very much. You're going to see your marks improve drastically, honestly. Then the second tip is, guys, my phone almost fell. I'll take this one out. My second tip is top students have multiple resources. So guys, you cannot depend on the resources that you get at school. Those cannot that that those guys, you cannot use those resources only. You need to have other resources that you use. Like for example, for physics and maths, I'd recommend the answer series, that red and white study guide. I believe that study guide does wonders, honestly, because like you cannot depend on the resources that you are given at school. At school, you're gonna be given one textbook. Guys, that textbook might not explain things the way another study guide might or your friend's book might. It's just gonna explain things in a certain way. And what if you don't understand the way it's explaining? So you need a different resource that's gonna just elaborate further or help broaden your understanding. And that's something that top students do, guys, and they don't tell us about it. I also used to do it and stuff. The third tip is study during holidays. I know that this might be very tough, but holidays are not a vacation. They are not a rest period. If you have a 2-week holiday, use the first week to study. You rest on the second week. If you are done with term 1 and it's holidays, the first week of the holiday, that's the week where you revise everything you did not understand in term 1. You do not start with term 2 content if you did not understand what was going on in term one. Guys, please, I'm emphasizing this. If you have a 1 week holiday, because I know it's very tough, 3 days out of that week holiday, revise term one work that you did not understand. Revise, go through it again, make sure you perfect it, because when school opens for term two, there's no time to waste. The curriculum continues and you guys must push. So I'd suggest that, guys, holidays, no rest. Or rest I have 5 days, 4 days, but not all the holidays. When you are resting, you are sleeping, you are eating, you are repeating. Guys, no. And then the fourth tip is attend extra classes. So top students might be ashamed to say this, but some of them do have tutors on the side, or they attend like maybe a school. Your friend's school will have like an open invitation where they'll have classes on a Saturday or a Sunday, and they'd invite anyone to attend. Go attend those classes. There's no harm in you going to attend, getting to learn or be taught by a different teacher that's not your teacher. I feel like that helps. That's how you see that some students come back and then they are explaining things differently. Maybe the top student likes helping the class, and then they are now explaining to the class a topic that the class did not understand, but they're explaining it in a different way, and you're wondering, where did this one learn this? Kanti yena wa tseba hore no, she or he attended extra classes, she now understood that and was able to teach the rest of the class. So I'd advise getting a tutor, especially in matric. I'd advise getting a tutor, attending extra classes, or having someone to help you, guys. Because even as a top student, you will not know everything. There's some areas where you're going to need the help and it might come beneficial. So, yeah, guys, extra classes is a must. Even if your school has extra classes, attend. Even if your teacher can't teach, attend. You know, there's so much you can learn from just one class. You never know, maybe that day your teacher might be the bomb. A fihle fela a re va education, knowledge ikene, o be smart same time. So nje, make sure you attend extra classes always. And then the fifth tip is create a study timetable. Guys, create a study timetable. I don't know what should I explain here. Okay, like out of your day, you know which hours you are free and which hours you go to school. So allocate your time perfectly for each subject, for all the things you're gonna be doing for the day. We know how the 8 o'clock to most probably 4 o'clock you are at school. You cannot say you're gonna study 12 o'clock, but you're go school on that time. So maybe you can say 8 to 4, depending if you have after classes, you are at school. 5, maybe you get home, then you can say at 7 p.m. you will do maths. How long? For 2 hours. 7, 8, 9, you are doing maths, you are grinding. Create a study timetable for each day so that you know when you get home, you have something to do. You are coming back to do something. As you cannot just say, today I'll do geography. You must know what subject you are doing, what topic in that subject you are doing, and how long you're going to do it. For me personally, I used to, you guys are a bit distracted, but for me personally, I used to do 3 topics a day. And if you don't meet the target, maybe you are able to do 2. Don't be too hard on yourself. Also, along you did something, you were productive that day. But I used to do 3 subjects a day, sometimes 4, depending on time. Sometimes I'll just do 1 because I'd be very tired to do all 3. But I believe that it really helps to keep you disciplined, guys, because discipline is very important if you want to become one of the top students in your school. So the next tip or trick is not every top student is smart. So I want you to understand something, guys. You might see someone getting 80s, 90s, or even 100%, and you're like, oh, clever, oh, just studies 1 hour and then the things go in. No, guys. It depends. As I said with the study timetable, it also depends on the time that you allocate for a specific subject. You know you are struggling in physics, but when you still give physics the same amount of time that you give geography. But you know, for geography, you ace, physics, you struggle. But you give it the same amount of time. That's not going to work. You're going to need to give physics more attention. But I'm not saying, Hore, now you mustn't focus on your other subjects. Remember, you still have 6+ more subjects that you must still focus on. But what I'm saying is, if you know you're struggling in physics, make sure at least for every day, or if not every day, 3 times a week, something physics, there must be something physics related that you are doing. Like, honestly, whatever subject is your weakest point, focus on it. Make sure you perfect it. And don't be in a hurry to know everything. Take it step by step, piece by piece. Everything will come together and you will get your good marks. The next tip is try to do all your homework at school. Okay, I personally never used to do this, but the top learner in my school used to do this. So, guys, I believe that it's a good trick because it worked for her. Because, as I'm saying, like, what works for me might not work for you, but this worked for her. So, what she did was, whenever we would get homework at school, maybe first period we saw maths and then we get homework. The minute we have a free period, and guys, in matric there are no free periods, please. But the minute we have a free period or a certain teacher is done teaching for the period, she would take out her maths book, finish all that homework. I'm guessing she does this so that at home she has enough time to study. So I believe that this is also a great tip to know or to do, because by doing this, when you get it home, you know, okay, I'm done with all my homework, or maybe I'm left with 2 subjects or 1 subject. Then you know, okay, you have more time to do other things such as studying or preparing for your exam or doing an assignment. So I believe that this might also work for you, but I personally did not do it. I did all my homework at home. I slept late. I was studying, and yo, guys, I begs every day. But anyway, we are not there. And then you must be disciplined. Oh, I think I mentioned this, guys. To be top student, you must be disciplined. You must be. And I'm not saying take your phone, give it to your parents, wara wara, don't use your phone for the whole week. Guys, I believe that that does not work, because you will still find something else to do with your time besides studying. So this of my phone is a distraction, I'm gonna give it to my parents. Guys, you give your phone to your parent, you find something else that you do besides studying. So I'm saying discipline yourself. Start small. Tell yourself, okay, today 25 minutes academics. You push, you push, you push. Tomorrow 30 minutes academics. You push, you push. Next week 1 hour academics. You push, you push, you push, you push. In that way, you are getting used to sacrificing some time for your books, and at some point it will feel like you're no more sacrificing, or just be normal. It'll be a thing where you just get home, you open your book, you push, and now you won't see your phone as a distraction anymore. You know, you won't feel the need to now give it to your parents and what and what. Guys, no. And then pay attention in class. I should be the last person saying this, because now the friends that I had, oh guys, especially in our physics class, we never used to pay attention. We paid attention sometimes.
Slice it up, slice it up, slice it up. Make us.
When it was boring by our group, we would pay attention, but that group was never boring. Ugh, guys. So I am emphasizing this. Pay attention in class. The more you pay attention and focus in class, the less you will need to study at home. If whatever your teacher, the content that your teacher is giving you in class, if some of it is able to be retained in your brain during that session in class, then at home you won't have to now study everything. You know this, you know this. She said this, she said we must do this, she said this is how we do it. Like, I believe it's also a skill in which can help you remember stuff. Because if you're sitting an exam, remember, okay, no, he said we must do it like this. Then you start doing it like that. Now you don't have to study everything at home. So I believe that this is a great tip that can also help to stay on top of your academics. Tip number 10. Oh, guys, we are almost done. Stay motivated. Manje, what if you are not motivated? What if you are demotivated? Guys, you study through the demotivatedness. You study through the tiredness. You push. You yourself know what's the goal. You know why you are doing this. If you feel demotivated, just remind yourself of why. Which is keep us to do that. If what was I saying? You know why you are doing this. So whenever you feel demotivated, you must remind yourself of, I'm doing this because this is what I want to achieve. I'm doing this because this is the marks that I want. Why do I want these marks? To get into this and that. Why do I want to get into this? Like, that will help you to stay motivated. Also, is it affirmations? I believe affirmations can also help you to stay motivated, because sometimes you just feel useless, fela, or when you're not understanding a certain thing or a certain concept or a certain topic, you just feel like, I'm dumb, I can't do this. Guys, you can do this. Remember, always remember, guys, your brain is your worst enemy. Your brain will make you feel like you cannot do certain things while you can do them. It's just you and your brain. La Chutana fela le busy. No, I can't do this. This is too difficult. You can do this and you can be the top student in your school. Tip number 11, study techniques. Okay, on this one, I believe that not all study techniques will work for everyone. The way I study might not be as beneficial to you as it is for me, to me, or for me. Yeah, as Ankito distinction in English, so forgive me. But the way I study might not be the same, or it might not work for you. You need to find study techniques that work specifically for you. Study times, because I know some people prefer to study in the evening while some prefer to study in the AMs. If your friend is studying in the AMs and when now you also want to study in the AMs, but you realize, okay, but this is not working for me, stop it. Stop it. Do what works for you. Before finals, the week or 2 weeks before finals, that is not the time for you to be trying out new study techniques. Try out new study techniques grade 11, metric term 1 maybe, and term 2. After that, you should not be trying new study techniques. You should have a study technique that works for you and you are ready to ace your prelims and finals. Remember, I say again, a study technique that works for your friend might not work for you. Find the one that works specifically for you and perfect it. Last tip, the most important, guys. Let me close this book. The day before your exam, that is not the time for you to be sleeping 1 hour, to be sleeping 2 hours, to be sleeping 3 hours. That's the worst mistake you can ever do. The day before your exam, please try. Guys, I know you guys will still go sleep 1 hour. Guys, the day before your exam, at least 5 hours here. Just do me a favor and just sleep 5 hours. Wait, it doesn't even have to be 8 hours, just 5 hours here. Please do not sleep 1 hour, guys. If you follow the first tip that I gave you, was it the first or the second one, where I said stay ahead of your curriculum, there will be no need for you to be cramming the whole syllabus the day before you write your exam. The day before you write your exam, pass papers like this. Pass papers like this. You recognize your weak areas, then you go to your notes and you see, okay, I did not know this. Let me read this or let me study this. That is not the time for you to be sleeping 1 hour. I remember in grade 11, the day before my maths paper, I had 2 hours of sleep and my marks were still very low. Still very low, guys. So trust and believe me, that will not work. You will not be focused during your exam, guys. You will read the question, but you won't understand what the question, because why? You are tired. Please, the day before your exam, guys, I can't emphasize this enough. The day before your exam is not the time to be sleeping 2 hours. 5 hours minimum, maximum, yeah. We can go up to 10 hours. Sleep, get enough rest. Your brain needs to be refreshed to ace that paper the next day. So please, guys, want to be in the top 10 in your school, want to be the top student, follow these tips that I gave you, these tips and tricks that top students have been very quiet about, including myself, been very quiet about it. And I'm here to help you out because I want you guys to be at the top of your academic game. So please, guys, make sure you follow them. It's not too late. You can start as soon as you see this video because I think it's around time where you guys are writing your March cycle tests. So you can start using these tips now and trust and believe you will bag those distinctions at the end of the year. So guys, if you made it this far, thank you for watching the video. Make sure you like, you subscribe, you comment down below. More content will be released soon. See you next time, guys. Have a good day.